In one of the previous videos, we went ahead and talked about the four phases of IRS negotiations if you owe money to the IRS. Phase one is research, phase two is compliance, phase three is tax resolution, and phase four is IRS monitoring. So if you owe money to the IRS, whether you owe them for multiple years or just 1 year, it's very important that you start working on that right away because the IRS is getting very, very aggressive in pursuing taxpayers that owe money to the government. So it's important that you understand that. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about phase one. Phase one is the research area for IRS negotiations and compliance. So research basically means when we sign an engagement letter with a potential taxpayer that owes money to the IRS, we're going to get them to sign either an IRS 8821 or an IRS 2848. The 8821 will give us the ability to go to the IRS and download all of the tax transcripts that the taxpayer has had with the IRS since I think the year 2000. By doing that, it gives us the ability to review everything and make certain that you have taken the proper credits in your tax returns that you have previously filed. Sometimes we may have to do an amendment on one of your tax returns to try to save you some money along those lines and thus reducing your liability. Or we may have to just start working on your tax resolution. The second form that we may have you sign is the IRS 2848, which not only does it give us the ability to download your tax information from the IRS website, but it also gives us the ability to legally represent you in front of the IRS. So once you sign that form and we get the IRS to approve it, the IRS will no longer be contacting you. They're going to be contacting us because we will be the legal representative for you and your firm. When it comes to the research, we have to review all of your tax transcripts. That could be the tax return transcripts, your account transcripts, your wage and income statements to make certain that the wages and the income and the 1099s that were reported to the IRS, if you file taxes for a given year, are in accord with what you file because that's where audits come into play. So we want to make certain that you're good with that. And then last but not least would be the wage and income summaries that gives us a breakdown of all your income, the deductions that you had, and so forth, and what your net tax liability may be. It's a very important area because once we know where you're at from an IRS standpoint, then we can start figure out what to do next. Now, the next video, I'm going to talk about compliance, which is also a critical aspect of IRS negotiations, because without compliance, you're not going to be able to negotiate and you're not going to be able to talk to the IRS, and neither will I, or will we. So that's important for you to understand. So I hope you understand a little bit about phase one, which is research. And there's a lot of work that goes into it because at the end of the day, we need to find out where you're at. If you need to get a hold of us, feel free to call us. Our number is 888 IRS 0108. And my name is Bert, B-E-R-T, Salazar, S-A-L-A-Z-A-R. You can also visit our website, which is www.gablestpg.com. Look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks and have a great day.